Monster Jam is ready to rock the Big Easy as Bourbon Street awaits the celebration. Tonight inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, we will crown a series champion. 14 superstars began the season on a quest to Orlando, but now it's a three-way dance for the trophy. Will Gravedigger make the bell toll in victory lane? Can Dragon Ice breathe fire on his way to World Finals? Or will Monster Energy unleash the beast in the bayou? It's New Orleans Stadium Championship Series 3, and this is Monster Jam. Welcome to Monster Jam. I'm your host, Scott Jordan, alongside Great Clips Mohawk Warrior driver Bryce Kenny. And tonight, it is all on the line for Stadium Championship Series 3. We will crown our champion inside Mercedes-Benz Superdome. And Bryce, lately, Todd LeDuc and Monster Energy has been on fire. But Dragon Ice and Gravedigger are right there, and it's anybody's game with the championship on the line.
Well, whoever's going to win this championship is going to come out here in this event, forget all the good stuff that's happened and the bad stuff, and go after that winning trophy.
Charlie Pauken, John Zimmer, and Todd LeDuc all have a shot at taking home that automatic bid for Monster Jam World Finals 20 in New Orleans. Charlie Pauken comes in as the long shot, though, 15 points behind. And John Zimmer is 11 points behind. But that's a deficit he can easily make up, as earlier this season, he made up 16 points in a single event on Todd LeDuc. LeDuc, though, is the man with the plan tonight.
Brianna's crew chief, David Olford, affectionately nicknamed Too Tall by everybody in Monster Jam, one of the best in the business. And Bryce, as we look at Brianna with a nice wheelie, getting it up on the two wheels, we know a lot of communication is key in this between crew chiefs and drivers, but David is constantly in Brianna's ear through every run, communicating, encouraging, and trying to give her some advice as she's on the track.
Well, you cannot have the confidence that you need as a Monster Jam driver if you are not confident in that crew chief relationship. It means everything, because if you don't have the right communication style, or if you're not on the same page heading out to a freestyle competition, then you're not going to have as much confidence in that truck, because you need that truck to land the way that you're expecting it to land. You need it to operate the way that you need it to operate, to go out there and perform at your very, very best. And Brianna and David do such a great job of teaming up and making sure they are on the same page.
Brianna Mahan out of Sullivan, Illinois, debuted in 2015. A great job for Whiplash, getting it back off the ramp. She has 2 career stadium freestyle wins, including one this year in San Antonio. 4 World Finals appearances, 2 behind the wheel of Medusa, and now trying to make her second World Finals appearance, guiding Whiplash to Orlando.
Well, the second 60 seconds of this freestyle run have been completely on the ragged edge, and that's what the fans came to see. And she's doing a great job of cross-threading different jumps and getting that Monster Jam truck upset. And that's where really those wow factors can come in. You kind of take what the track gives you and what the truck gives you a little bit as well.
Brianna Mahan, now the seconds ticking off the clock, looking for something special to send this audience to judgeszone.com on the right note, and she is going to line it up for the Monster Energy backflip ramp, approaching it slowly, accelerating for Whiplash. And Brianna Mahan gets up and tries to get over, and she lands it, and it looks like she popped that right rear tire. Look at that score, 9.576. for Brianna Mahan in Whiplash. Some great jumps. That bicycle was incredible, and the exclamation point with the backflip for Whiplash. Earlier tonight, it was the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, and it was an incredible competition. Let's show you some highlights from earlier this evening.
Well, Becky McDonough and El Toro Loco placing 5th with 7.530. I've not seen her do a lot of bicycles, and if that was one of her very few ones or her first one, she did a really great job at it.
Becky McDonough, El Toro Loco, was looking for a reverse popper here, and she nailed it, got back up on the 2-wheel, slid it out a little bit to the side, tried to hold it on, could not quite get it, but a respectable run. And now we move on to Colvernard in the Black Pearl monster truck, a forward popper into a reverse nose pick for his trip, so a nice move to get his run started in the Black Pearl.
Well, he's not done yet. At that point, he still wanted to keep going on the nose of that Black Pearl machine. Great job there, trying to get that reverser off of that race lane, and just unfortunately was not working for him. Over-rotated it, ended up on his roof.
He's going to try to save it there, was not successful. And here's Charlie Pauken in Gravedigger, got a rough start in racing, trying to make up for that in our two-wheel skills challenge. He's going to finish in third with that forward popper there, so one great move to start it off. And he's going to try it again, another forward popper, and he saved it. So Charlie Pauken averting disaster earlier in this competition, finishes third overall with the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge.
Well, the crew will have a little bit of work to do before freestyle, get that right rear tire changed. But John Zimmer with a nice reverser and walking it all the way across the pad. That was a really nice move for him, and a 9.112, going to ultimately place second. And he's going to be really happy with those points.
Yeah, that was crucial in pursuit of the series championship, getting that second place finish. You see Dragon Eyes getting that slap wheelie there, and the fire coming out of the nose of Dragon Eyes. Todd LeDuc in Monster Energy. It was his night for the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge. He is going to take the win, and it's tricks like that that will do it. The forward popper into a walking nose stall. An incredible move for Todd LeDuc in Monster Energy.
Well, the hardest part of doing a good nose wheelie like that is getting the balance point, and once you're there, it's easier to hold. But that's why you see so many variations of that move. But the bicycle, it's something that he's been really good at as the season goes along. That probably didn't go quite as planned for him, but he's still walking away with that Great Clips two-wheel skill championship and 14 points on the night.
And he's had those mechanical issues all throughout the night, but he is able to get that 14 points, as you said, with a 9.127, slightly edging out John Zimmer in Dragon Eyes. Those two have been added all season long. Leslie Mears was able to catch up with our Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge winner, Todd LeDuc in Monster Energy, clinging to the series points lead. We all know how special the driver lineage is in the Gravedigger family tree coming out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, but just as special is that Medusa family tree, and Becky McDonough a huge part of that lineage.
Well, Becky McDonough has had a lot of opportunities in that El Toro Loco truck to not just get big air and do all of those things that the fans love, but she also really has a great opportunity every time she hits the floor to wow the fans. The fans want her to win. I've never seen another female driver come out here and immediately just have all the fans behind her and rooting her on. Right off the bat, it looks like the truck to me is not landing that well. I don't know if that's going to affect her or not. Her ground speed, her momentum seems like it's a little bit off to a slow start. Sometimes as a driver, you're just kind of waiting though to see if you can collect yourself, collect the truck, and find that flow for your freestyle run.
She has 7 career freestyle wins. The last one was this year in Miami at Marlins Park. Becky McDonough, El Toro Loco, get a nice jump there, trying to get a slap wheelie, and was not able to get the 2 wheels up. So she will move back around the track and try it again. Coming back across this side of the track, plotting her next move, slowing it down, and she's going to go for the 8-pack. And almost gets it around twice on the back of the truck and cannot save it, but a great choice for Becky McDonough, and that's got the crowd on their feet.
Well, those were some massive RPMs as she would hit that 8-pack. She might have hit that in first gear, which could have given that very fast rotation, but a 9.3, she's got to be happy with that score.
His team did a great job back there getting that transmission swapped out to allow him this opportunity. Didn't realize he was going to clinch the championship without going, but he has done that, and this is where it is all about this season for Todd LeDuc. That victory lap, that victory circle, the encore for Monster Energy, and off to a great start with some big air.
Well, at this point, he's got that automatic bid to the Monster Jam World Finals like you mentioned, and so he's going to make sure that this thing's dialed in and ready to go when that thing comes out of the trailer here in a couple months. But massive air to start, downsize that backside ramp. I mean, this guy is going to be having a blast out there in this freestyle competition.
Todd LeDuc on his way to Orlando, May 10th and 11th at Camping World Stadium, Monster Jam World Finals 20. He has done it twice. He was the freestyle champion back in 2014 and won the World Finals Racing Championship in 2015. But a big year for Todd LeDuc in Monster Energy, his entire team on a job well done, getting this series championship, and that is trademark Todd LeDuc with the big air and the save off the freestyle ramp, and he is not done, going to make it back up across that freestyle obstacle, and he's going to go back around again. A lot of time on the clock, a lot of space on the track for Todd LeDuc in Monster Energy, and another big jump.
Well, he's getting some massive air as he goes, and he's also got some really great momentum as he's going through this run. But you've got to think about how competitive this series has been, and this specific stadium tour Great slap. Look at that control, riding it all the way across the floor. I mean, yeah, he just won this season. He just won this tour, but he wants to win this freestyle competition. He wants to celebrate with everyone in New Orleans, and his family's in the house.
His family is in fact here. He's going for the 8-pack backflip ram. His wife Melissa looking on intently and celebrating, and Todd lands it, and it is not just her up there. She is FaceTiming with Todd's boy Swayze and crew. So proud of their dad. They come out to a lot of shows and support him, and they are watching their dad on an incredible run. He is coming off of 2 back-to-back freestyle wins in the last 2 events for this series, trying to make it 3 in a row. He has clinched the championship. He is on his way to Orlando, and he is not letting up. Another incredible jump, and he flips it over, and then save for Todd LeDuc in Monster Energy. It just keeps getting better.
Such an awesome run from the Monster Energy team, and a 9.656. He is the freestyle winner. He is the season champion. That is going to be a very happy Todd LeDuc tonight.
Todd LeDuc makes it 3 freestyle wins in a row to close out this series. Up on the hood, celebrating with the fans here in New Orleans. A special night for Todd LeDuc. Here is a look at your freestyle point standings. That 9.656 gets in front of Whiplash to take the victory. And you look at the other competitors. Charlie Pauken, Gravedigger, finishes with 10 points on that 8.664. And John Zimmer, that rough freestyle run, puts him down at 10. Your overall event point standings, Todd LeDuc taking it, adding to his trophy case. He's going to take the overall event trophy along with that series championship trophy back to Peoria, Arizona.
Well, I know he's going to be excited, and all the teammates as well, and everybody that has put an effort into that Monster Energy team deserves that championship.
Let's hear from our Stadium Championship Series 3 winner, Todd LeDuc.
Todd LeDuc, you do it all tonight, man. You know, you went out early in freestyle, the redemption in the 2-wheel. You take the freestyle victory tonight, sealing the overall championship for the event and the series championship. What did it feel like knowing that you won before you went out for that freestyle run?
I was speechless, and I just knew I had to give these New Orleans fans their money worth. And you know, when Todd LeDuc's in the house, I'm gonna bring it, you know, and just unbelievable. I don't know how they build a truck that tough. Like, I'm out of breath. It's just big air, craziness, the backflip, you know, and the rollover at the end was just icing on the cake. It's all for you guys, you know. I didn't want you guys going home going, you know, that show wasn't cool. So hopefully we gave you a cool show. I'm having a blast. We're going to World Finals 20 in Orlando. I'm beyond excited. The other competition better be watching out.
Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.